Good afternoon, everyone. It's 12:33 on my clock. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath first. And so it is. I am Ha. I am Aham. I am Mat. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well today. It's a beautiful day here. Before I start the reads, which I'm going to show you, I have the 4D, 5D, 60 union read as well as the twin flame read. But first, the numbers 144 equaling the number 88. I just wanted to show you a little process of how these numbers come and equal to themselves and down to 0 point. So let me show you this with here. All right, so we start out with 144, which equals the 88, the 1 of the two 88s dancing side by side. For those of you familiar with me, you know that the 4 and the 4 for me is the lap dance in the 3D of the gate holder in the 3D. The 88 is the upright dancer in the 5D. Okay, so how are they equal? Well, when you smush the 144 together, it becomes two H's, which are 88. Okay, two H's. And then the 88s here then start spinning as the divine feminine masculine balance within their masculine and feminine. Both start spinning, and as they spin, they each become the four-leaf clover spinning. Okay, and then they become the infinity symbol, right? Because they each become 1, 0 as they spin. They come into the 0 point on each side. Meanwhile, with the 144, which is two H's, it also is the 1 plus the lap dance of the two 4s together, which you can then see where I get the lap dance from, which also then is IH, which is the reflection of high or how high, or just the H with the 1 with the H together, which is also the 9 of the 144 equals 9, which is the 0 of the human embodiment of source or space, the 0 point, with the line down, which is grounding the divine masculine. So here is then the O1, the O and the 1, high vibe, right? But also the computer code. Okay, the high vibe computer code, 0 point in space, grounded by the divine masculine because the line is going down on the right. Okay, so grounding two high vibe 5D dancers into the fourth density here. So I also want you to notice here, whoops. So what I have over here is just showing you the 3D HH and the 5D 88, or the lap dance to upright or stand-up dance, right? So we have the laptop sitting dance, or the 88, which is the stand-up dance in the 5D. And again, the spinning of the 8s is like the Tasmanian devil, the cyclone, in that high vibration into 1 or 0 point. And then also you see the HH over here is also the same as the symbol that you get when I talk about the rolling stone of the M and the W and the E and the 3, which together become the gift with the ash on top, the AE, which is the gift with ashes or sprinkles on top. So I thought you'd like that, and let me know if you want to add anything to that. I'm going to get right into the union and twin flame read now. And instead of doing all 12 signs separately, I might just do my 12 sign read today. I actually did a quick 12 sign read last night, which was really an amazing energy for Sagittarius and Pisces. They definitely have some loving thing going there. But we're going to pull those cards again today. So if you want to check that out, I do all 12 signs together in a rectangle type format, but it shows you the dynamics between each of the signs as well. So that's why I like that read a lot. So let's see where we are here. So today's the 15th. So let's see here. Okay, the union read. And again, I did this yesterday, the union read at 311, which is the Empress and the 11 of Justice, Truth and Balance. 3 is also Abundance and Gaia. And the 14 to the 15 is the Angel and the Devil, which is also the day I initially reached out to my twin, and then the 15th was the first day he reached back out to me. So the 14th and 15th, the Angel and the Devil, which came up in my read this week as well. And now we are in June, which is Gemini. We're going into Cancer very soon. The day today is the 15th of the Devil and adds up to the 26th of the Page of Wands, which is that very inspired, like a teenage boy energy. And yeah, okay. So the union read at 311, 4D, 5D, 6D, and here is the picture of that union read. Okay, just to clear it up a little bit. So we have the 4D, 5D, and 6D. Feminine on the right, masculine on the, feminine on the left, masculine on the right. The bridge between them. The incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energies, and the closing energy for the union read. And then here is the twin flame read, the basic cards from the Syrian Starseed deck. Both reads is the Syrian Starseed deck. And then here is the clarifiers with all 7 decks for the twin flame read. For those of you not familiar, the decks are the Romance Angels, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck, along with the Syrian Starseed deck, the Rider-Waite Mini, Universal Golden Tarot, and the Gilded Tarot. And then I pull Oracle cards at the end. We're going to roll the die as well. So let's roll the dice. Take a deep breath for the twin flames. We have the number 5. We have the South Node here, which is Sagittarius, which came up with really positive energies last night when I did it. And then we have Capricorn here. Right, yep. So Capricorn, the number 5, which is the Hierophant, but it's also about freedom, change, and expansion. Change. And it is the middle of the numbers, right? It's like the middle 0 point in numerology, 1 through 9. And Capricorn is Saturn. So, more of that restrictive energy. And then the South Node, which is also restrictive because that's what you're letting go of, which is the Sagittarius energy. So Sag, Capricorn, the 5. Hierophant can also be Taurus. And today being the 15 is the Devil, which is then Capricorn again. And we had the sign of Capricorn come up. And then yesterday was the 14th, which the Temperance card is also Sagittarius. So Sag, Capricorn, and perhaps Taurus coming up here as well. And the union read 40, 50, 60 at 311 for the 15th today, which is also my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Jim. And it's also the day I conceived my daughter. So it's obviously a very good day for me because she's an amazing, amazing person. We start out with the underlying energy of the 8 of Pentacles, Starseed, and the Knight of Wands, working out front perhaps, or working out front on your lawn, on the steps, or with crystals, the pathway to the portal, with bomb dropped or huge download to open the crown, with fern, jungle, and mountains around, perhaps got hit by a ball or hail in the head, or underground entrance found in the jungle by 3 dark mountains with magenta hue. The Knight of Wands confident with slow burn and royal lineage sitting pretty, or hooded and sneaky here. And it's very interesting the energy that's coming up here because I just watched Sam the Illusionist video today, and you might want to check that out because it's supposed to be a message about the Illuminati and how there's a a joint meeting that comes up every year on the 20th of June. And it was interesting too, because he had said in another video that July 6th was like the World Federation coming together every year on 7/6 in a positive way. So very interesting. One was 6/20. I thought he had said 6/28, but when he reviewed, he said June 20th. So June 20th as that. And there's another connection to the back of the head you might want to watch his video about. I don't want to disclose that because that's his message, but go ahead and watch it if you want to. But another way of connecting and transmuting timelines. So the incoming divine feminine here is the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and Luna, which is the moon. The divine feminine feeling insecure, hiding, or don't want to be seen, perhaps by workmen outside, or aggressive energies and loud sounds like lawnmowers, making the yard look nice, but liking to be alone with it, the garden of prayer, or someone spying from across the creek or in the woods on the 10 of Pentacles family, business, or community, red fern gazebo of crystals, or seeing what's been left out at night or at the full eclipse, wading through the now moon energies or the new moon energies, or newly alone at night or with subconscious emotions and releasing childhood and family fears and anxieties, trapping and imprisonment at 325, which is the Empress and the Knight of Wands. So at the 4D here is the Wheel, the Hanging Man, and the Star. The divine feminine destined to the 3-ring circus, Atom, which is so funny because Sam brought up the name Adam in his video also today. So the 3-ring circus of the Atom, A-T-O-M, actually 3 plus a 0-point circle, right? Because there's in the atom, there's 3 rings. They're not actually oval. It's just the perspective of the 3 rings coming together, or the 3 planes of existence. The 3-ring circus of the atom, actually 3 rings and the 0-point circle in the middle and the 4D bridge circle around it, so that the electrons or the divine feminines can't escape the high vibe relationship. The divine masculine galactic star, or Sirius rock star, with pacifier and music of the spheres, walking like an Egyptian, Cleo, connecting starlight with laser focus behind and above knee. And then they were having me break down the knee, which is KN, and EE, which is also high knee, and the high vibe on the back of the thigh, or walking on back, take that, yeah. Or a trip to planetarium to see the constellations, Orion, Madonna, and knee. The KN equals they and kuna, which is Croatian currency. Martin, to scrape, to scratch, to grate and shred. Excrement, bowels, shit, and feces. Dung and water, where, whither. Crib and cradle. Eel and kuka, which is dumb or tongue-tied. Trash can, refuse, edible animal, meat, cocoa, comb, to see, joint, and because all come up under the word KN. So the energy for knee, or KNEE, and EE is energetic exchange, was coming up to scratch back and forth a lot, or to grate on your nerves, or dealing with shit, or water was coming up, which is like poop and pee, and the exchange, or going to the bathroom. What did I write there? Oh, the cradle of the energetic exchange, the EE, and EE comes up again as my Rolling Stone letter of E, 3, M, and M. The cradle of the EE, the energetic exchange, is the trash can or refuse bin or toilet, where discharge, edible animal, or meat, to see joints and comb all come up in the bathroom. The knee. And then I was getting literally shit or get off the pot. The divine masculine playing follow the leader. Me, he says, bridging by hanging out to see each other's perspective. About anger blocks in the right knee. unexpressed masculine energy and fears coming up here. The 5D here is the Four of Swords, the Starseed, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Divine Feminine on 5D break, rest, 5D connect, meditating, or perhaps thinking too much, perhaps in salt water. The Divine Masculine with the Ace of Pentacles, diamond exposed, in rough background, wanting a new life and bridging with a fresh new start, receiving downloads to crown for 6D hermit self, reflection of manifestation at 349, which is the Empress or Gaia, or that coming together, and the 49 of the Get Your Wish card, or wish granted. And this could be wish granted by the Mother or Gaia, or abundance here. 6D here is the 10 of Cups, or 10 Cups, 2 Swords, and reflection. The Divine Feminine pinball wizard, deaf, dumb, and blind, with emotions stacked in her favor, with the rainbow 4D support structure and monad pyramid scheme, with background of falls streaming in, and flyer exuding light at the top. The Divine Masculine reflection, the old man with the light, illuminating, shedding, which is funny because Illuminati was just coming up this morning, illuminating, shedding, or out back while visitors come in. So someone's maybe, there may be some Divine Masculines who refuse to stay in the house when they have people over. Bridging by knowing and floating, gliding along and grounding before astral travel in balance, a poetic ballet of dark and light, the hermit and happy family, navigating the jetties and sand, the neutral zone between land and sea. The Divine Feminine here, I was just talking to Landis. That's so funny. Land is sea. So the is coming up as the middle point between land and sea. The sand and the jetties is the 0 point. I Sophia. The Divine Feminine destined to high vibe thought, meditation, and quiet emotional fulfillment, and cheerleading, supporting the flyers and children, the lightest on top. The Divine Masculine is the star with breakthrough, the rock, found a wormhole to come out on top and not have to go through the mountain or getting a cap, reflecting out back or solo with lantern made from deer antler. The bridge here is the hanging man getting upright to receive download in order to breeze right through it in the mists of Avalon. The outgoing Divine Masculine here is the 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, and Justice, rising above drama with flame in hand, placing it advantageously to have them right where they want them, in the heart portal, where justice rings and is blind. You can feel it, whether blinded by fire, light, mask, or fold, feeling the torch, the handle, the handler, the holder, the balance of scales to tip in your favor. Or being the mediator between the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands kids. Or the Page of Wands is supposed to be with Aquarius but wants to be with Libra like the Knight of Wands. Or the Knight of Wands with Virgo here at 405, which is the Emperor and the Hierophant, which is also church versus state. The Divine Feminine with Cancer and Libra on her side and hiding out alone. The Divine Masculine with Virgo, Aquarius, and Libra on his side. And the Page of Wands and Knight of Wands, perhaps children there, or a lot of activity. Capricorn or Pisces in the middle, and Aries between, or Capricorn and Pisces now free, or angry Aries in sea breeze or misty Avalon. The number that came out on the number grid for this read was the number 50, which is emotional fulfillment of the 10 of Cups. And the horizontal pillars came out to 25 and 25, which is Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. The vertical pillars came out 16, 10, 14, 2, 1, 7, which is the Tower, the Wheel, the Temperance card, the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Chariot. So decisions, announcements, wake-up calls to marry or divorce the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Cups family, or for emotional fulfillment, and suddenly destined to a higher love, the High Priestess and the Magician in the Chariot of ultimate happiness here. All right, so the reads are coming out like unprecedentedly positive for you guys. The twin flame read came up at 425. Excuse me. It was at so the read was initially done at 417. For today, the 15th. And 4 and 17 is the Emperor and the Star. And then at 425, 25 being that Knight of Wands, the ES came up, which again is the sound of S. You would spell S, ES. But also the reflection of ES, again, is the 32, which is all about the journey. And then the E-ness of the VE, and that'll come up again because VE came up in the word love. So that got all broken down in the code line today. So we'll get into that in a second. But again, the E-ness, remember the E is the rolling stone, the E, which is the 3, and the M and the W, which is the gift of the moment with the ashes on top. Again, like dust, the ashes like dust in the wind, right? The frosting on top, the foam on the top of the waves, the ashes on the present, the gift of the moment, dust in the wind. And Spirit's connecting with me. 428 is the Emperor, and the 28 of the twin flames, or the choice of path. 2 white butterflies were playing out front at that moment. And then Seasons in the Sun, the song kept coming up over and over and over again. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. So if you want to look up the lyrics, you can. I completed this read at 437, which is the Emperor and the King of Cups, which is also unconditional love. And the Emperor's all about control. We had the Higher Self, Strength, Transition, which is the Death card in the read. Before the read, Indigo, which is the Magician, and Guidance came up, which is abundant, Guidance is the Hierophant card. And after the read, the Hanging Man came up, as well as Reflection, which is the Hermit in this deck. We had 3 swords, 2 pentacles, 2 wands, and 1 cup. We had the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups in the read. And that was it for the court cards, other than we also had the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords in the read, which aren't court cards, but they often are characters here. The Sovereign and the one suffering in silence. So the numbers in this read were 33, 44, 77, and double nines as well. 33 is the Christ vibration, the 7 of Wands. 44 is the 4 of Cups, the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. 77 is the Sovereign of the 9 of Pentacles, and 99 is that really high compassionate energy of endings and the collective consciousness as well. And I was just getting the spinning fan as well. Like I showed you the Tasmanian Devil. I'm seeing the spinning 4 sides, like a fan with 4 prongs on it. 9, 10, begin again and again and again came up. 79, the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow. 37 of the King of Cups, unconditional love. And in a lesser sense, 34, which is the 8 of Wands, the energetic exchange. The 45 of the 5 of Cups. 56 of the 2 of Swords. 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, the humble loyal servant. And the code line was all about love and forgiveness. And the number 12 coming from 93, which is the reflection of the Knight of Cups, 39. So here we have the Knight of Cups and the Hangman. The code line was all about forgiveness and love, and forgiveness was broken down into forgive and E-ness, and love was broken down into low and VE. And the code line was interpreted as the C of the C with your eyes, C with the ocean or your emotions, and then the letter C of the Christ or unity consciousness, to see the expansion and contraction or reflection in the union of Sophia and Christ God to the nth degree, the Sophia after death test, and that's referencing to Christ on the cross, in ending the three-way present or gift, or the Three of Wands being present in the moment, the wise one, the collective consciousness, and growing a business here. So at 5 o'clock, the strong box came up from the code line as well. The safe, to sleep is also like a safe place. That is to say, to tell, to mean, or be told, to sink and move slowly, to trickle and seep and ooze and drift, glide and slide, to victory and success, like coming in for the home run, sliding into home base. And then it was like, okay, continue. And this is all definitions from the words, okay? The higher self in after death test, again referencing Christ on the cross with Mary Magdalene, the night, as in the warrior, or the night and day, and the good of the nine, the hermit, the wise one, the collective consciousness, coming together to grow as one and all for one, the sand without soul, ox or fish, and a dominant woman, right? So it's saying without all these things. To have the sand, which is coming up between the land and sea, the 0 point, the common ground, the neutral zone. But the sand without soul, without ox or fish, or without a dominant woman, or without a cord, a line, or bite, break, or rummage sale. The sand without a case, or key, or K, the name K, or without being able to sweat, hiccup, without ifs, ands, or buts, to be able to, without question, in emergency, or ER, or ejection fraction test, the test of the heart, the output of forgiveness and love. So forge, IV, E-ness came up, and along with the word love, which is coming up as low and VE. And I'm not going to tell you all the definitions of low and VE, because there's a whole bunch of them, but especially for EV, always has to do with the holy place of offering, the now moment, and also to flirt with it, the now moment, to be at 0 point. So the way, and also the widower and labor pains come up under VE. So this is how it came up as far as what love actually means. So with all the definitions between LO and VE, to go and behold, hello, to come and spoon and sleep, facing the wind, a leftover shell, to form the year of the holy place. Oh, wait a minute, I skipped to the end too soon. To go and behold, to hello, spoon, to come and then sleep, facing the wind, a leftover shell, to form a hard head, natural fertilizer, dung, wide and broad, but also anxious and needing tending to, eyeing the daughter-in-law's basket, the year of the holy place of offering, now, the now moment, in order to flirt with it. We start with the Queen of Swords reversed on top here with the mini cards on top of that, and then 5 cards down here and 5 cards out here to make a 21 card read, which is completion with the world. Below the Queen of Swords reversed, from the bottom up, was the 7 of Cups upright, the 6 of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Cups reversed, Indigo reversed, and Guidance reversed. The synchronicities of imbalance, not sharing, debt and inequity, perhaps a scam, starting over but insecure without tools or guidance. The Queen of Swords reversed, home, divorced, spiritual or outside the box, dumping a load to stand up for self, to one withholding time, money, and effort, or playing hardball with Taurus reversed, Gemini or Virgo reversed, or Taurus reversed, or slam dunk. Inspired to work, align, withholding unfair, and I was just getting affair as well, saving for divorce or court, or Libra reversed, to be released from prison, dead tired, sleepy, feeling drugged, detoxing and dizzy, or upside down world, needing closure or traveling and lack of affection in a falling out or negative past or childhood, with the Queen of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed here. Libra reversed, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, and Gemini all reversed. All with bad memories, or all with past returning, and no moderator, no guidance, no innocent love or kindness. Not raised with religion or affection, or experienced a suicide when they were young. Left completely vulnerable to bull and lion who were ready to charge and devour them. Stubborn, bullheaded, and ego-driven, and siblings didn't get along. So here was coming up the energy about, religious upbringing and not allowed to have sex before marriage and all that kind of energy. But here it was saying you weren't not allowed to have sex due to God, but not allowed to have sex so your parents wouldn't beat the crap out of you. That was the energy there. And then the Pisces reversed, or the divine feminine in the 5D world. So again, two sides of the same coin, right? Perhaps one did get threatened and not have sex due to their religion, and then the other due to, the threat of getting beat up if they didn't, because they'd get in trouble. So the Pisces reversed, or divine feminine in the 5D world, with Gemini who insisted on their own way, with unhappy childhood or difficulty with children, one extreme or the other, in trouble if got caught naked, and free-spirited mother or father, always naked and free. So again, being contradictory, or being a I'm just blanking out on the word. You know what I'm saying, though. The word for being contradictory. So someone who is, it'll come to me in a second. So no longer tempted by piggy toes, no longer baby, and then not interested in them anymore, right? No longer the baby. It's like coming up to, once they're no longer baby, a parent wasn't interested in them anymore. They just liked little babies and that was it. The Fool reversed, lacking faith. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, injustice, lacking balance, with the King of Pentacles reversed, or divorcing, or with Aries and with Libra here in their charts, perhaps at 541, the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. So romantic feelings, and beneath that wedding, that the situation involves marriage, came up for the twins, with the Knight of Cups upright to the Queen of Cups upright. And I was getting like Knight to Rook. This was coming up as like Knight to Queen. And the Ten of Cups family depressed, needing to heal and dream, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunctional family, business, or community, and or loss. And the King of Swords reversed, in another world, with the Divine Feminine. The King of Swords reversed lost his worshiper, his fan base, no longer cutting herself with glass tray or mirror, or forced to look itself in the mirrored ceiling, no longer dream girl, or now without guidance, and the Divine Masculine no longer with two dark goats in his pockets, or surrounding him everywhere he goes, even when remote viewing. In a close look, apple bottom, or apple support, or no more apple support, and or manipulated a heel and no longer feeling heart pain. The King of Swords reversed, irritated with memories of how it went down. Apple-bottom girls make the world go round at 552, which is the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. Or the King of Swords is thinking about not needing another me, or himself, and physical activity with 67, the Knight of Pentacles, and perseverance. Below that, number 4, which is the Emperor, never giving up. Out the back, Jack. Making new plans, Stan. Ghosting, lying, cheating, and stealing, running away, and coming out to party or socialize and spend some of the family money or business's money at 555, which is a whole lot of change, or buying drinks for everyone to get attention in order to be the man, to lead the way and have followers, the 15 minutes of fame and sunshine, full energy or vacation options, or getting, having connections, so you always have a vacation planned with someone who's got money. It's kind of like that energy. Or full exposure of synchronicities, Saturn rings hit Aquarius or burden the waters. The sun, S-U-N, or the sun, S-O-N, can't get better than that. He's heaven in their eyes, the rock star. Or Leo, or just fame and multiple lovers. So the rock star in general is coming up here, where they have all the right connections and all the money and all the superficial things they could possibly want. Aquarius reversed, Virgo reversed, and Leo upright here. Synchronicities of the Queen of Swords reversed, about a negative past with the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Divine Feminine in another world, the 5D world, with physical activity, or the Knight of Pentacles, or clingy Scorpio, or Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, money, or opportunity, or to get a job, or work out. So again, this could be children too that you're dealing with. The underlying energy for the whole read was regarding the happy family having a major connection. Again, having connections, right? To look good, to be at the top of the hill, right? To be the one who always has a place to vacation with, in the best places, with the best people, with the rock star and the famous people. And the Queen of Pentacles upright, moving or traveling, and the Queen of Cups upright, they may be moving in together, or missed a prior opportunity because they waited too long. And this could also be for a car. Maybe they missed the opportunity because they waited too long and the car got sold. So home with happy family in a losing battle with ex, always arguing or delaying, in negative exchanges or heated debates. All exposed or in front of the kids, the King of Swords reversed is broke or broken. Perhaps at work with the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth at the present moment, and weakened by an offer of love, but lacking faith. Overall, at 608, which is the Lovers and the Strength card. Or finding peace in strength, inner, outer strength, or the dance. The recent past is the Seven of Swords reversed, coming clean, getting clean, cleaning up their act or space. The Sovereign Nine of Pentacles is upright, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, with the Queen of Swords reversed, confessing wrongdoing as the Emperor receives the Knight of Swords, perhaps after a fight with the Page of Swords reversed, and perhaps the Queen of Cups was siding with the Page of Swords, and that's why now the Knight of Swords is rushing to the father, right, for a different opinion. Or the Queen of Cups upright is watching kids, or in a negative exchange with the Emperor, who is using the kids between them. And again, I just was looking at my note about pulling weeds in the garden yesterday. So there's that same energy coming up here where the weeds overtake the situation. And it's 1:11 on the clock. So same thing where the kids are overtaking the situation, right? Taking over control when they shouldn't be, right? The dark agenda taking over control, trying to get in there and cause havoc. The Page of Swords reversed, Scroogey, and holding on to grudges. The Page of Swords reversed here, to find peace, like they find peace in holding grudges. Finding peace hanging out with the King of Wands reversed, with assistance from the Hermit to take a closer look at the past. The Three of Swords, or separation, defensive Page of Cups with a message of love, or guarding child from the Page of Wands, wanting to hang out with them and dance or perform for them perhaps. The challenge being here, or the center energy, is the Nine of Pentacles, the Sovereign, who's got everything they need. It's like the ultimate single life, right? But they may be sad, the sad Queen of Cups, focused on their heart. So the Sovereign can be the sad Queen of Cups, or she can be with a Queen of Cups who's sad and focused on their heart, or is sad with no reply from the Queen of Cups upright. Destined to spend or lose, or be uncomfortable with the world upside down, surrendering and saving, or Libra with dysfunctional family, business, or community, or loss and won't leave for the Divine Feminine, the 5D, in surrender and holding on. Sovereign depressed, or just has everything they want but needing to heal, and the challenge being the Three of Wands present, the now moment, the suffering in silence, purging or stressed, or overly tired. Choosing a path between rain and sunshine, heartbreak and fully energized, like or with kids. Disappointed, exposed, with the Empress reversed, imbalanced, or not sharing and recovering from a split or lie or BS. And that could be bowel movements as well, coming up with the toilet and everything. Needing information or tired of new information, so tired of watching TV or videos or whatever, and recovering from all that. Injustice and weak, or Libra and Leo both reversed, or Tinkerbell, no longer tackling the boar or the beast. Now finding peace, now the worst is over, of a three-way betrayal with patient angel or higher love, and destined to surrender to new passionate offer from a surprise source, the Queen of Swords reversed, calling the Queen of Cups upright, or calling them out. Now here is the Page of Pentacles reversed, where curiosity killed the cat, under the radar the twin flame or choice or never learns, and feeling of failure. Needy for lover, star, Queen of Swords, or missed an opportunity after breakup and cleaned up. Present to romantic tie, but not doing the dance. Insecure Page of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Wands upright, released from negative influences or third-party situation or social distancing, released from energy harvesting and depression of patient and near-death experience, starting over with announcements or wake-up calls or song to the King of Wands reversed, no longer on the fence, facing the Ace of Wands, new passion or new passionate offer, sudden or explosive, from the King of Swords reversed at the workplace. The Queen of Swords reversed with Tower and the Ace of Wands, which is a very sexual energy, to surrender, Libra, Sagittarius, bliss, and the King of Swords reversed with also with the Tower and Ace of Wands, all right? So the King and Queen of Swords here, both reversed, both next to the Tower and the Ace of Wands in two separate places. So expressing the same situation in two different ways. One is the Queen, one is the King. The King then with the Tower and the Ace to the King of Wands reversed Aquarius, who's starting over and depressed. And this is all at 634, which is the Lovers and the Eight of Wands, the energetic exchange between the twins. So there could be a big sexual moment there. Soon as the higher self and suffering in silence or purging alone and weak, with the King of Cups reversed offering love from afar, and missing children or falling out with the High Priestess in a losing battle with Temperance, and I lose my voice right there, with the patient angel of a higher love, and the Queen of Wands reversed in separation with the King of Cups reversed here. So again, I started losing my voice when I talked about the High Priestess in a losing battle with the Temperance or patient angel of a higher love. Missing children or falling out with the High Priestess or secret or someone with psychic abilities in a losing battle with patience of a higher love. The Queen of Wands reversed in separation with the King of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Wands reversed with the Queen of Cups upright, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Page of Wands, which could be, Page of Wands could be there with a girlfriend or boyfriend. But there's three queens all together right there at 638, which is the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Or the Queen of Swords reversed is calling the Queen of Cups upright, who's between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So all three queens are reversed except for the Queen of Cups who's upright. So it could be 3 against 1. Or the Queen of Wands reversed is between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright. So the Queen of Wands could be causing issues between the two, and they could be parents as well. Or the Queen of Wands is tired of them in separation and is trying to get them back together. The King of Cups reversed, choosing to offer love but scared, perhaps to higher self, who's also scared after weak from family out with the King of Cups reversed in the past. Or excuse me, not family, but weak from a falling out with the King of Cups reversed in the past. Pisces upright, Leo reversed, Sag upright here. The twin flames are weak with the Strength card reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, who could have Leo in her chart, but she with the worst over now, satisfied working and traveling to rise above, lack of sleep or awakening and coming out to purge, dump or emotional load, or push self to their emotional limit in order to end her pain and suffering. Reconciliation and trust and separation all come up here, as well as new love and chemistry for the twins. Around them or how they're seen is the Knight of Cups, detoxing at present in a happy ending of reaping rewards of synchronicities and savings. The challenge, the block here, is worried about not transitioning. So worrying about that, not being able to transition into a higher love with hermit guidance regarding leaving behind the disconnect or distance between them, worried about it not playing out properly, or clinging to not transitioning. The forgiveness here, there's forgiveness and love, but even more so moderation, inspired to romance, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, to end conflict and no passionate exchange, and not telling their true feelings. Broken down, broke up, broke in, or broke out, or broke through, knowing and keeping to themselves in order to stay sane. But I'm starting to lose my voice again there. Perhaps an ending at work in bliss. With hermit reflection in surrender of the wounded warrior, to union at night, or with Cancer and howling at the moon together from different locations. So it's literally saying, they're both howling at the moon at the same time, but in different places. The Queen of Swords reversed, disappointed and weak, and the Knight of Cups upright, coming clean with sovereign, challenged by the gift and the now moment, and is tired of no opportunity or invitation in a losing battle, hung out to dry now that the worst is over, with hermit surrendering to union, or of home, or surrendering at home. The Queen of Swords reversed, coming clean or cleaning up, with heaven in their eyes, separated or disappointed with the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which can be children, challenged by the present, growing and gift, or shipping and receiving, in need of strength or higher self to be love when they're dead tired in a losing battle of wills. Being wise with new perspective, bliss of hermit and wounded warrior surrendering to union at 6:53, which is the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. So again, worried about, when you're really tired and not being able to rise above. So just, unnecessarily worrying about everything that's not in the now moment, or being really tired in the now moment and realizing, I don't know if I could handle certain situations the way I feel right now. So like worrying about the future timelines, which don't exist yet, which is, then taking you out of the now moment. So stay in the present moment at 1:21 on the clock here, and 47:47 now on this clock, which is the Seven of Cups, which is your synchronicities and heaven in their eyes. And we're going to pull a few cards here. Let's see from the Animal Spirit deck what comes up for the Twin Flames. What is our takeaway? Take another deep breath, you guys. It's beautiful outside, but I hear they're not lawnmowers on my property, but I'm hearing those lawnmowers again, which are kind of triggering a response because they always feel so aggressive when they come onto my property. And again, my property, my ownership, right? We have the butterfly transformation, and I love this card because it looks like a bee who's not a bee. They're actually a butterfly, but they think they're a bee. They feel they're too heavy for their wings, and again, that's like feeling really tired, not knowing that you can still fly even when you're tired, as we just talked about. And there's the golden egg that's within you in order to rise above. And then we have the swan. Look at that. The reflection is so beautiful. And then, oh, look at that. These came up yesterday together too, but not with these three cards. These are the higher vibe energies coming up to look in on you, to make sure everything's okay. There will always be guides there for you in case you need them. Okay? Very high vibrational, the hummingbird and the unicorn. Depending on your perspective. You notice they both have that horn there, right? The beak and the horn. They're just two sides of the same coin. You see how the light's exuding outside of them, and this one, the light is exuding from within. Two sides of the same coin are reflected in our world, but also in your guidance as well. The two swans reflecting each other of the transformation of the egg. And this is like the chrysalis, right? The chrysalis and the egg. The transformation of becoming your highest vibration, your beautiful self, the swan, the Paramhamsa, the most beautiful self that you are. And this is also coming up as one who loves to talk and express themselves, and one who likes to be silent, like the silent partner, right? This is the one who spreads the word, who tweets, and here's the one who's the silent partner. So that's also coming up as energy here of the two. This is also getting counsel. This could be going to an advisor or the lawyer's office. Again, about your transformation. Either transforming, like this is the butterfly who just came out of the chrysalis and doesn't know how to fly yet, or the egg that's just about to crack, and the newborn, little chick or human doesn't know how to be themselves yet. And then we have the bottom of the deck, which is the zebra with their third eye activated, right? The zebra has vertical stripes, but it's against the horizontal stripes of the background. They stand out because they're different than everybody else, and they love their stripes just the way they are, but they're activating their third eye in a very neutral place with the eagle. And you see I have my eagle right there. The eagle, this is the eagle dance of mating and falling together in an explosion of energies here. There's a word that was coming. Hold on. I'm just getting from the eagle, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. And remember from my harmonic egg, because I've had multiple visions of the eagle, that I was actually in the eagle connection. I was literally flying with another eagle from the nest on a mountain, which was an amazing, amazing experience actually. And then the eagle being alone for the rest of their life and how painful it was. And this is the eagle no longer going to be silenced. They're coming in for the kill, but in a positive way. And then there's the zebra, unwilling to change their stripes. But the eagle is now coming in. Whether they're the same as them or not, they don't care. Maybe the eagle died and then reincarnated as zebra, and the eagle doesn't care. Now he doesn't care what society thinks. He's going to come in anyway, no matter what anyone says. Let's see what Journey of Love has to say for you guys. I am going to read the butterfly and the egg for you guys. It's a really beautiful, like delicate, so lovely, like energy there. All right, from the Journey of Love, to tie this all together, what do you want us to know? God speaks. There's two more cards that are coming up next. So God speaks. 33 is the Christ vibration, standing up for yourself. And again, here was the eagle standing up for themselves no matter what anyone else thinks. And then here we have the knowing without knowing, like trusting. This is faith. Knowing without outside evidence. Knowing within. The 41 of self-love, spiritual love, and new love of the Ace of Cups. That it can be very simple, yet gray at the same time. And then her grace. And also God speaks and her grace were coming up together twice in a row this week. And now we have the knowing without knowing in between them. The Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, and new love, allowing them space between of the 17 of the star and the 33 of the Christ vibration. Right? It's the Christ and Sophia. The Christ and Sophia with the 0 or space between. Allowing space to figure it out. And then we have these two coming up together with hidden beauty and riding the cosmic wave. The 45 is the grieving process, and sometimes we need time alone to grieve. And 60 is the need to find peace. So again, sometimes we need to grieve in peace, sometimes we just need to float in peace and ride the cosmic wave. And there's the Swan again, the 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, the loyal, humble servant who always knows their beauty is always enough. The Swan, the Paramahamsa. And again, here's the King of Wands across the waters, the 23. And here she is standing in the cyclone. Here's the 0 point, but she's perfectly willing to stand within the drama of the 3D or 4D and yet be in the vortex both at the same time. This could be sitting on the fence of the King of Wands as well. But in this read, it was coming up as no longer sitting on the fence. You know, willing to be just who they are, no matter what anyone else thinks. This is like the, there's one more card that wants to be seen. This is like the King of Wands over here. Energy, seeing the feminine over here in her natural beauty and getting off the fence. No longer caring what other people say. And then here's contemplation of 69, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is that offer of time, money, and effort, or a payoff, or a new life. Offer of a new life, and then contemplation of that, of the Divine Feminine here. Allowing them space to not have to answer right away, perhaps, as well. So this is coming up after this one. And this could also be the King of Wands making an offer of a new life here. And perhaps allowing them, you know, realizing they may need to think about it. They may need a moment. So then we have the bottom of the deck, which is heart of the moment. And there's the redness of the heart, but also the safety and security of the root chakra. The 16 of the Tower moment and the heart of the moment. When all of a sudden your safety and security gets knocked out of the water. And can you stay in your heart? Distant shores, and there's the moon times 4. The lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. And distant shores here with the emerald and the indigo type purples here, reflecting the heart and the third eye connection of the moon. And the moon was the final card in this read as the clarifier up top there. This is also like all of the colors going up outside of the crown too, with the violet and white going from the safety and security of the root chakra to from foot to head. Can you stay in your heart? With the 16 of the Tower and the 18, and what's between 16 and 18? The star of dreams coming true, and also the heart's in the middle of your body, right? This is the base, this is the crown, and then you see the reflection of the heart that needs to always be there. The space between the heart, the 17 of the star, her grace. And again, these are the first 3 cards that came out. Her grace. And God speaks. The Christ, the Sophia, and the space between. Knowing without knowing. It's okay for each other to have space. It doesn't mean you're being rejected. It's just this empty space to allow a cushion, a buffer. And then we have, I want to do one more from the Lenormand Reverie. Let's see what comes up. So here's the like the diary, the safe, And that strong box came up in the read as well, right? Like a vault. But this is also about the twins have to crack each other's codes, right? Because they're each a vault in their own way. But specifically coming up here is the divine masculine, but in his power persona, not in his loving man persona. But here is with a gift. And the tower, or the institution. And somebody getting away with something here. To the storks, a delivery. Hold on. There's a little bit of a story here. At the bottom of the deck is are they the lilies? The calla lily? I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I know it's a very spiritual energy, the 30 of the union here. So the very spiritual energy and the underlying energy playing out. And there's the fun house, the being two-faced, or being masked here with the 40, which is the Page of Cups, which was actually coming up yesterday as a spoiled child yesterday. But there's a very spiritual connection here in the underlying energy regarding the journaling, the vault, the safety and security of keeping things locked up, of the divine masculine's heart. But we also have Mars here, right? His masculinity. And the gift of the flowers, the tulips, of the Queen of Swords here, right? This is his Ace of Cups here, but yet he's being in his power man mode there. Here's the Ten of Pentacles, right? So you have a very wealthy family, business, or legacy that's like a vault, right? You're not allowed to tell anything because you can't let people know what you have, and you have to be strong. But yet here's a soft gift of the Hermit, right? Someone who goes within and is wise regarding the institution of finding peace. And then some sneaky business going on there with the fox sneaking out to make a delivery. There could be a gift coming here, okay? He's trying to act all tough, right, to protect himself. He's like a locked vault. But look what's coming up here. He wants to send a gift, perhaps doing it through an institution so he doesn't have to do it himself, but doing it in a sneaky way to make a delivery. And then, it's like he's protecting himself, ready to crack the whip at a moment's notice if needed, or cracking the whip regarding this delivery to make sure it's on time. And then here's the family tree with the rainbow bridge, which can also represent the reaping of rewards, right? Perhaps at the divine feminine. And remember I talked about tying a ribbon around the tree, like the yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, except it's more of like a purple ribbon around the old oak tree. And then not Her Grace, but then comes up, then he softens because he finds the key to the vault. Or maybe she is the key to the vault that opens him up to his heart. There's a mother bear energy here, like allowing mothering in order to dive really deep into the well of his water, of his heart, of his goodness. It's very interesting the way the cards played out right there. Okay, guys, make sure you drink your water. Your water. Not the water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Get your rest. Get your joy. Get your nature. It's beautiful outside. As always, be good to yourselves, guys. Take a deep breath and rise and be love. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.